Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Big Baby Mama Drama Show. Devin Haney got to get his stuff together, man. This is the thing when it comes to these young fighters. Who's advising them? You're out here, multimillionaire. If you weren't attractive before you made all the money, you're not attractive now. If you want a little kid in school, elementary school, and guys calling you the ladies' man and saying this and that, and girls coming up talking about circle yes or no and wanting to touch on you and shit, and all these girls, my friend think you cute, or my friend, and you walk by a classroom and girls shout out, damn, he fine and shit like that, right? If that didn't happen to you, you're probably not very fucking attractive. Now my thing is, with all these young athletes, you're out here making children with girls who obviously don't really care about you. They just want to get the dollar bill, y'all Wu-Tang cream off your ass. Don't let that happen. So who's advising these young guys? Now, unfortunately, Devin Haney, you can tell Devin Haney is a good human being. Even when he's on Twitter and he's typing and saying stuff, you could tell it sounds like he knows he's doing wrong. Even when he's using profanity and trying to use the N-word and stuff, it doesn't even flow right. Like, he doesn't even know how to cuss. You know what I mean? He don't even know how to talk with slang. You know, you even watch him trying to dance and shit. You could tell that's not him. You know what I mean? He's not a street kid, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you could tell, like, he's never, at age 13, 14, he wasn't up in clubs, one way in, one way out, and you up in there chilling, and motherfuckers start shooting up in there. You run outside the club, and they're shooting in the parking lot. You get up behind the car, you almost get ran over because the guy's in the car trying to get out of there. You and your friends jump in the car. 13, 14, 15. He wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in those environments. So when I watch him and I see the mistakes he's making, I know his dad may have had that kind of life, right? But I just watch him, I'm like, who's advising this guy? Because this is the thing that gets me, right? I was out here reading, and I came across this. The mother of his child, she says, I will never understand how anyone can have kids in this world and live every day like they don't exist. Now, I don't know what he's doing. It ain't my business. But I think it's interesting, right? Because I love kids. I'm very fortunate. But, you learn to work careful. You know what I'm saying? With the condom, without a condom, you just have to be very careful what you're doing, because shit could have happened, man. You know what I mean? My friends and I joke to this day about, damn, man, you just got them 4 kids by the woman you married to, man. How? We figured you would have had 40, 50 kids. But, you all did. I didn't. I've had some scares and shit, but I wasn't reckless like that. But when I read that, I'm like, damn. Why is she doing him like that? Why she can't just talk to him? But obviously there's some things aren't working out between the two. But then he comes now, and this is where I think whoever's advising him, they're not doing a good job. You should tell him, just don't even respond to that shit. But it shows you his immaturity, lack of awareness, lack of experience when it comes to life and dealing with females. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with females. He just shouldn't say anything. Okay, because now it's a fishing expedition. She's trying to get a reaction. Don't say nothing, because you know what? People are going to have their opinions about you no matter what. There's nothing Devin Haney can say that can make those of us who think he's doing the right thing believe him anymore. Or those of us who feel that he's a piece of shit father to think he's a great father. There's nothing he can do. So he shouldn't have said anything. That's what I would have told him. If he would have come to me before he responded, I'm like, don't say nothing. Act like it doesn't exist. But this is where he messes us up. So he comes back now. Stop using kids to control men or as a come up. These kids don't deserve that. I never acted like my kid didn't exist. I fight to see my baby. My child's mother won't let me see my baby unless I threaten to cut her money off. And I'm tired of having to pay to see my child every time. That can definitely come back to haunt him. I'm going about it the right way through through the court so that it's organized and I can see my baby more than once a month when she needs her bills paid. Let me tell you something. He will always lose that argument. You know why? Because bills that need to be paid, you don't worry about that, man. She has your child. There's money that she needs for that child. And you're sitting here trying to play hardball and draw the line in the sand about what you will or won't send. You will lose that shit every time. Okay? She has your child. I'm not saying you'll give her $50,000 a month, but you make sure you keep it documented, what you're giving, let it play out in the court, and then you come back and let the judge either reduce whatever you're giving or say no, keep giving it, or say give more. But to come out here acting like you're not going to do this and that, let me tell you something. Once that shit gets into the court's hands, especially if this girl really isn't doing anything, oh man, he's screwed, and his ass is screwed. Anyway, he goes on. I've been trying to keep this off the internet because it looks crazy, but I won't let my child's mother make me look like something I'm not, especially when it comes to my child. This is the immaturity right here. This is the shit where who's advising him? People come out and say shit about Devin Haney every day. He doesn't worry about it. Now when she comes say something, she didn't really say much. Most of us, know what I'm saying? Even me at age 15, 16 will read that and be like, oh, it's just a female. But again, it come to your experience in dealing with these ladies. Y'all ever had a female burst out your window and jump through that motherfucker? Y'all ever a female man try to run you over? Female try to get you jumped? You know what I'm saying? You ever female say horrible shit about you to her friends? Then you run into a friend and then next thing you know, the friend thinking that what she said is true. And you go out there, man, and put the goddamn first name single, last name mingle on her. Now you cracking her off. And now the girl even more jealous and angry at you and her friend. So what I'm saying is, when I watch Devin Haney, I just know he ain't that kind of guy. He should have never said nothing to her. And that's why he got the big baby mama drama show. I'll be honest with you. I didn't even know he had a kid. I think I heard him say something, but I didn't really know much. I didn't think about it. Now look, the whole world knows because he's sitting here letting his mind get the best of him, thinking that we're all thinking about his situation. Nobody gives a shit. Motherfucker, we want to see you fight in the ring. We want to see you no longer be a boxer runner. We want to make sure that Ryan Garcia, that PTSD he left with you, that you shook that shit off and you come back and maybe fight Hitchens at somebody. Nobody care about you and this baby, the big baby mama drama show. Nobody care about that. So he wants to make sure that he lets everybody know that, what she's saying is not true. I'm not with her and haven't been with her for a while now, but still took care of her as such for the sake of her being my child's mother. Whatever she has against me makes my daughter feel it by not letting me be in her life. I do think that, women can be spiteful as hell, and she shouldn't do that. I think that's foul. Let the man see the child. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about who she with. See, these motherfuckers need to stop writing typing with their goddamn feet. I don't care about who she with or what she doing. All I care about is my daughter. I want my daughter on my terms, not hers. Well, my man, she's the one taking care of the child. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to try to accommodate her. And whatever it takes to get your child. See, this is the other thing with these guys, and that's why I say, who's advising them? You know what? Kill them with kindness. That's my advice. Kill them with kindness. If you want to see your daughter, kill the girl with kindness. You are a gazillionaire. Fuck you doing worrying about money. $30,000 is nothing to you. A guy who's worth maybe $100 million. 50 million. Fuck you care about 30,000. You want to see your child. Kill her with kindness, go through the courts, but whatever it takes to get your baby, man. And you see over time what'll happen. You gotta see, these young guys ain't got no hustle on them. They ain't got no Mac in them. They ain't got no player in them. Whatever she giving me, no matter how horrible it is, I'm gonna give it back 10 times more kindness. You gotta sit there and outwit these females. Got my daughter, all you care about. You know what I'm saying? But you want to sit there, man, and meet fire with fire and go to war, you're going to lose that battle. Because obviously she's the custodian of the child, not you. So you keep playing hardball, and when it goes to the courts, it's going to show. So you want to make sure that you're killing her with kindness. When she sends out tweets or she's sending you crazy texts, you kill her with kindness. Everything. So when you go to the courts and they look in all the documentation, they say, whoa, this guy here, this is she, fishing expedition, trying to bait him in, get him to say something. See, he's with kindness. She says she want money. Maybe he says, hey, that seems a little high, but for my daughter, until the courts resolve this, if that's what you say you need, no question, here you go. And because the courts, if they ain't going to screw the dude. You know what I'm saying? And he can say, look, this is financially inconveniencing me, but look, here you go. Here you go. If you say you need it for my daughter, okay. If I give you 10,000, maybe give her 10 or 15,000 a month, I really think 5 is fair for the child based on the expenses that I know of. And he puts all that in a text or an email. You say daycare's this, diapers, clothes, whatever, food, this, it all comes out to about 2,000. I can more than double that. Here's 5 a month for the baby. This extra 5, giving you 10. It doesn't make sense, but if you say so. You see, the courts are going to look at that, but no one's advising this dude. They're just out here being emotional, man, and temperamental. And again, you got the big baby mama drama show. She take pictures all day while I'm grinding. I do it all for my daughter so she can never play with my character like I'm not there for my daughter. Let me tell you something. Devin Haney didn't do himself any justice with that back and forth bullshit on the internet. Like, those text messages are all over the place now. It's all over the place. So hopefully he'll learn. Just someone asks you a question about, don't even say, I don't want to talk about it. Just don't say nothing. Someone say, so Devin, how's everything going with you? Your wife, have you seen your daughter? I look at him like this. I look at them like they were stupid. I wouldn't even respond. So you're not going to give me an answer? Okay, I guess you don't want to talk about it. And that's how I do them. You don't have to say nothing. Anyway, man, good luck to him, but you don't need those distractions, man. I'm telling you, man, let me tell you something. I don't know how close he is with his child and all that. But if you're really close to your kids and you're going through some shit with the child's mother, y'all know what stress does to a person? What worry does to a person? I've seen that shit eat people alive. Eat people alive. Guys and girls, men and women, in unhappy relationships, in situations where they can't see their kids. Something happens to their children. I've seen them come to work, go home, come to work, go home, and over 3, 4, 5 months a year, that stress eat them alive. And that's what he can't afford, man. Not in this profession. Anyway, good luck to Devin Haney, man. I'm going to keep saying this, man. That's like my thing I've been saying lately. Who's advising these young motherfuckers, man? Who's talking to them? Who's really talking to them? Who's the person who has a lot of experience in life and dealing with females, dealing with finances, dealing with thinking that you're hard, think it's okay to shoot and kill a motherfucker, right? Thinking it's okay to be that way. Who's the person who's been there, done that, and realized that ain't the way to live life? Where's that person in his corner? Because when you're in the position this guy's in, he shouldn't be going through. I'm not saying that they're immune to the shit that normal people go through, but he shouldn't be going through no bullshit like this, especially in front of a public audience. Y'all keep cool, I'm in the breeze.